Hello. There's a storm outside, a raging storm. It's gonna probably be the death of everyone and everything in Nova Scotia. At least that's what the people on Facebook make it out to sound like. Everyone like, oh, it's snowing. Oh my God, it's the worst thing in the world, even though it's winter in Nova Scotia. But anyway, one of my favorite storm soups to have is potato, leek, and bacon soup. And I'm really bored right now, so I decided I'm going to make a little video on how to make my world famous uh, potato, leek, and bacon soup. To make potato, leek, and bacon soup, you're going to need a potato and some garlic. Well, more than one potato. You're going to need a lot of potatoes. Some garlic, some herbs, and some thyme, and some rosemary down there, somewhere there. Leek, or several leeks. Bacon. You need vegetable broth or chicken stock. I actually have frozen chicken stock in the pot thawing out right now. But I'm probably going to put some of this in there. You could just use water, but why bother? And whipping cream at the end, and also butter, which I can't find right now. Also, you're going to need beer, bourbon, and some cider. Not for the soup itself, but it is a storm, and I think for a storm you need three things: beer, bourbon, and bulwark. Now I've got a bunch of potatoes here that I want to scrub down with the scrubby. I do like leaving the skins on. There are more vitamins, or vitamins as they say in England. And this is a clean scrubby. Obviously I'm not going to use one that I've used on pots and pans. Now when you're going to scrub the potatoes off, just take the green thing and the potato, and you just got to turn the potato. Easy. And this job should take around one beer length in time. I'm pretty much done these potatoes now, so time to open up the second beer. Like I said, today's soup is brought to you today by the letter B for beer, bourbon, and bulwark. I prefer my bourbon straight right out of the bottle. Straight right out of the bottle, like the Cowboys or whoever the hell it was that drank these. It's just a little fun. And you just chop these up just roughly. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but now some of these potatoes have these shitty spots on there. It's good just to trim those off with a paring knife. So I'm going to do that before I get too far into the bourbon. Now that the potatoes are safely added to the stock pot, it's time to add the cider. Now, if you don't have a bottle opener, you just use a cigarette lighter. This one has The Godfather on the cigarette lighter. So time to add the cider. Now it's time to add the leek, or leeks. I have 3 of them. Now these ones are good. They're pretty much all cleaned. You just gotta clean the insides, and I'll show you how to do that after.
Honey, you should redo that one.
Who's the director here? Next, you gotta take a leek. In this case, 3 leeks. I have 3 of them. I just chopped the bottom off of it and some of the brown stuff at the top, and I'll show you how to clean these. Leeks have all these layers, and there's lots of dirt and schmutz that can get added. So since this is going into a soup, I don't need to have it for presentation wise, so I just chopped the fuckers in 2, and I'm gonna rinse any dirt that might be between these layers. These look pretty clean, but you know, whatever. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna add celery, and I chop the bacon and the garlic up. I'm gonna show you what's gonna happen next. Skull. It's time for another beer and for the bacon. So actually, you can add bacon to the list of B's for making soup. Beer, bacon, bourbon, bulwark, and beer, bacon, bourbon, will work. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, I'm just gonna chop these up small, and I'll show you what we're gonna do to them next. You just have to add your bacon to the pan, and we'll render it off a bit. And we're gonna keep all the fat, and we're gonna sweat off the vegetables in the bacon fat. It's a sad day when you run out of cider, and your girlfriend catches you drinking hers. But a great day when you still find that you have some beer left. You don't have to chop the garlic up too fine, because it's all going to be whizzed at the end by an immersion blender. Just a little at a time, so it doesn't. As soon as I grab the pan, I'm just gonna saute off the leeks and the celery and the garlic, and add it to our pot of potatoes and bacon. Now, I haven't added any salt and pepper yet. I'm not going to add it towards the end, just because you don't know how salty it's going to be. You can always add more salt. You can't take it away. These colors are really vibrant right now, and that's what I want. I'm going to add them to the pot there, which is bubbling away, and I'm just going to add a little bit more water to cover the whole thing. I'm going to add cream and butter towards the end, and then whiz the hell out of it. So I just tied the rosemary and the thyme together on the string, and I'm going to tie the other end to the pot handle. It's called a bouquet garni. I don't know what it would translate to English, like a bouquet of garnishes, which doesn't make a lot of sense really. I'm glad it came here because it's boiling, and it should be simmering, not boiling, but I just tied it to the pot handle, and I'm just going to dry this in. And I'm going to let it go until it's soft, and then I'm going to add a bunch of butter and cream, and then blitz it, and it'll be done. Everything's nice and soft in here, and I'm just going to remove the bouquet garni. Chuck that over there. And I'm going to just whiz it up with this immersion blender. Take the spoon out first. Jeez, how much have I had to drink? Oh yeah. Works a lot better when you plug the immersion blender in. This is the final product. I have my soup, and I have some toast with some pate smeared on it, and it's a perfect storm soup, or any day that you're feeling unloved, because this is a wonderfully amazing comfort food. It should take around 10 beer and 2 ciders to make, and a little bit of bourbon if you have it, and that's it. There's only one thing left to do, and that's taste it. Oh, that's a nice hearty soup. So maybe I'll see you guys later.